Hi Cancer, I hope you guys are doing great today. We're going to pull some general messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 1st to the 5th, 2020. Let's get right into this. We're going to pull Crowning Energy from the Good Tarot, and then we'll pull a Blessing, a Challenge, some qualifiers, then we'll pull a Heart Love Oracle at the end, and we'll pull Closing Energy for all Cancers. Okay, let's see what we got. Generally speaking, guys, I really do like the energy that we have for these this little time period from the 1st to the 5th. I do. I like that January 1st we have the Moon in Pisces, trine Mars, and Scorpio. I do like that. It's like an understanding, caring moon. It's a nice energy. It's a little meandering, I've been calling it, but still, we see our responsibilities in a much better light and we feel confident about fulfilling them, It's a feeling like opportunities and possibilities for understanding and cooperation or opening up. We just tend to feel more optimistic, connect to our higher purpose. I like it. Okay, so the Hermit energy is crowning you. So some of you are doing some serious thinking, some deep inner work, maybe just taking some time for yourself. Okay, not mad at that. Okay, let's shuffle a little more. Gift for your, what gift is coming in this week? We're also going to have a lot of support for problem solving on that Moon in Pisces, trine Mars and Scorpio on the 1st. I do like that. Another thing I like, we do have the new moon in Aries at around 11 p.m. that night, 11:01 to be exact, and that's going to make us feel more excited and ready on a soul level to move into something new, take on new things. So it's really, really good. But what I really like is that for the 2 hours prior to that, the moon is void. And I know a lot of people don't really like that energy, but I do. I think it's a great energy for thinking because there are no aspects to really get in our way, just for like peaceful, clear, honest, like clean thinking, It's great. I like it to just think things through. Okay, so we have the Hangman is crowning you not crowning you, is your gift for this week. And the challenge is the Page of Water. Okay, so a new cycle having to do with something in your heart space is the challenge. Okay, let's see what we get here. Let's get some qualifiers. You get the Hermit and the Hangman. I mean, really, like it's the two of the most pensive energies in the deck. You're doing a lot of thinking, Cancer, a lot of thinking, and this is a really good energy to think in these days. On the 2nd, we have Mercury conjunct Jupiter, so that's about new perspectives, just optimism, great energy for planning, dotting I's, crossing T's, getting stuff like closed up, cleaned up, and just getting ready. There's a getting readiness, and I actually think that's really perfect with the Hermit and the Hangman energy here. Yeah, I like it. And then on the 3rd, we have Mars enter Sagittarius. So that's going to be like a 6-week thing, a 6-week stint. So here, everything that we do is just going to be motivated by our ideals, but we're going to feel this definitive restlessness. It's like a let's go kind of like wanderlust, like wanting to start something new, do something new, go somewhere new. Just make sure you're very realistic as you enter the 6-week period, because there's going to be a definitive fire in your belly. And you're just putting all your ducks in a row. You really are. Cancer, Hermit and the Hangman, absolutely. Let's pull 5 cards to qualify. Okay. So, first of all, the Hangman is about pressing the pause button on your life and just really reflecting on everything that's gone up to this point, and figuring out your next step. And I don't not like there's the danger in the Hangman energy is, yes, it could end up being an analysis paralysis kind of situation, but you know what? Considering what we have going on in the sky, everything that you guys have been through with this Cancer Capricorn eclipse, everything that's been going on, I don't think there's anything wrong with like being like, you know what, I'm just gonna like stay inside for a little bit, think about what my next moves are, do some things that I really enjoy, take my time in thinking about everything, and you just really thinking about just areas in your life, thinking about where you have not felt supported. You're thinking about this. You're thinking about that relationship, that friendship, that family connection, that job. You're thinking about do I really want to go into this next cycle in this way with this person or this situation? You know, not having to do with this transit, Cancer, I want you to remember where the eclipses are hitting you this year, and where the work is going to be greatest, where your lessons are going to be the most profound this year, is in your 7th house of relationships. So in order to transform or end something in a healthy way, or begin something in a healthy way, you're going to have to recognize where it is that either the person you were dealing with wasn't showing up in the way that was necessary for you to feel like you were in the right place with that person. And I mean, that's very subjective, right? But it's recognizing that whatever it was that you've been in, whatever it is that you are in right now, it's really not giving you what you need well enough for you to want to go into this next cycle, this new cycle that we all know we're entering in. 9 of Pentacles reversed. You have the Page of Pentacles reversed. You have the 9 of Pentacles reversed, which is about 9 of Pentacles upright is a wish fulfillment. This is you really being in the right space, feeling like your money's good, your connections are good, your communication is good. Like you are on your way. You are arriving, right? You haven't arrived yet, right? You're arriving. And it's not happening. And you're recognizing this. You're being really honest with yourself, very honest with yourself. But there may be discord, and this can even be internal discord, quite frankly. I mean, the 7 of Swords is about fighting about, you know, what's true, what's not. And it is the card of thievery, though, more than anything. It's this idea of there's deflection going on here. There is, if this has to do with an internal conflict, this indicates you not being fully honest with yourself. Fully honest, you know, because the swords are truth, and you don't want to play any sort of mental gymnastics on yourself when it comes to cycling out of what you're in right now because of fear or because of just not knowing what might come next, right? So, or you may be arguing in the 3D with somebody about what's true, what's not, what's real, what's not, what really happened. That didn't really happen. No, that happened. No, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. I remember when you did that, but that never happened. You know, that kind of thing. What's the matter with you? I think you're crazy. Everybody thinks you're crazy. Even that, you know, kind of gaslighting, sort of deflection, unhealthy, unproductive kind of fighting for sure if it's happening in the 3D, even if it's happening internally, honestly. I mean, there's no point in that, right? There's no point in avoiding the truth because the truth is going to rise to the surface anyway. It is. It is, no matter what. It's happening here. You have the 5 of Cups. So you're feeling disappointed, disillusioned. Yeah. I mean, you're hyper-focusing on the negative aspects of all that's gone on. And it's very hard for you to access if there's any beauty left in this relationship. It's very hard for you to really tap into it because everything else is kind of in the way. Right? Maybe the beauty part of the relationship is like hanging out in the back of the closet because the painful, ugly stuff is too, like, you know, it's obstructing your view from being able to see that. You know, in the same way, you could be hyper-focusing so much on the negative that you're feeling inside, having to do with the pain and the disappointment and the restlessness and the betrayal and all of that, that you're not really seeing the beauty that's left inside of you and how incredible you really are, even though you've gone through a situation here that really made you feel like garbage. It did not make you feel good in your own skin. I mean, I'm going to venture to say, Cancer, if you're resonating with this, you did not like the version of yourself that you were when you were with this person or in this situation, in this job, with this group of friends. And you're really getting in touch with a more authentic version of yourself. You have to let it go. Because the cycle is over as it was. But the Death card is a beautiful energy. I love the Death card because it's transformation, which is exactly what's happening this month, right? It's a Scorpio energy. But what's beautiful about the Death card is it's not so ominous to say, da, 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 like it's done. it's something's done with something beginning right away, with blessings. You know, in the normal right away, well, in the standard right away, we have the Pope and we have the luminary of the sun blessing the beginning. So now in the reverse, this does indicate you really not wanting to let go of something, or wanting to let go but really struggling like all get out to cut that cord. You know what I mean. Those of you who know what I mean, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I totally. And I am feeling that, because that is a death reverse energy. It's like, this thing is not good for you. You are very intelligent. You're emotionally intelligent. You're intellectually intelligent. You have your act together. You get it. You know all of what's wrong. But yet there's some reason you just can't cut this person from your energy field. This friend. You're just not capable of loving this family member from a distance, even though you know that being with them and entrenched in the situation in the way that you've been is very toxic for you. It's such a struggle to actually cut that cord. It really is. Now, I could suggest cord cutting ceremonies. We have a lot of cool things on YouTube for that. But I have to tell you, in the many, many years that I've been dealing with people having to do with cord cutting, maybe 2 circumstances like solidly worked in the long term. Guys, it's really about recognizing that a cycle's done because it didn't serve you, and you have to get in touch with, as I've been saying, the why of why it didn't work. And really hugging the why, because that is the biggest truth. Okay, if somebody did something, if they weren't doing something enough, whatever it is, it was trying to fit a circle and a square until it wasn't working out. And that is just the reality of it. And not everything that we want in life we can have. But always there is something better for us on the other side. And as I've been saying in a lot of the readings, we must hold on to the fact that whatever we're meant to have in our life is not going to be held back from us. It's just not. But we need to stay open to that thing that's even better. And because it's the death card, and it's not like the tower card, it's the death. The death, this tells me that there's something new coming in right away. Now, as I've been saying in all of the readings, what I have here as your gift and what I have here as the challenge do not have to be the same thing. This could have to do with a relationship. This could have to do with work. This could have to do with family. This could have to do with relationship. It's however it's resonating with you. It doesn't have to be the same. But I need to tell you what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that this thing is ending here. And then Page of Water is the new beginning. And this is what's scaring you. Because a cycle is ending that you don't want to end, but you know you have to end it. You're having the hardest time to pull yourself out of it. I have a feeling that for many of you, some new offer is coming in with this Page of Water energy. This is a Page of Cups. This is a new cycle. Somebody wants to come in and offer you their cup. So for a lot of you, having to do with relationship, this is you meeting somebody new. For having to do with a job, this is you getting a new job offer. Okay, this is just you getting this new offer of a cup. This could also certainly be a friend having a come to Jesus moment and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I've been allowing to happen, go on in our connection, our relationship. I'm so sorry in all of this. But that could be a challenge for you to have a new cycle. But I feel like having this death reverse kind of segue into what your challenge is, I think is very interesting. So let's see what we get for that. But of course, you apply these however they fit. And guys, too many of you on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's not a personal reading. By the way, if you want a personal reading, my information is down in the description box below. When you go onto the booking site, click on booking services, and that will show you the different readings that are offered. And then it's kind of self-explanatory from there. I'm mentioning that because for some reason people have been having trouble navigating my site this week. A few people. Okay. Okay, we got 2 at once. Ace of Wands. Okay. Man, somebody has a lot of fire in their belly for you, Cancer. That's for sure. They want a new start. They really want a new start with you. But we have a 9 of Wands here, reverse. You know, the 9 of Wands in the upright is just really about fighting for... You still have juice left in you for somebody, right? And in the reverse, it's just like, I just can't do it anymore. I just don't think I can do it. And I feel like that's where your fear is, because somebody wants to start with you. So this could be somebody new, or this could be somebody who's in your life right now wanting a new cycle, but you're just feeling like so tired to actually begin a new cycle in any way with anybody. You're just not feeling ready. You just feel like you're not ready. And then we have the King of Swords. You just don't trust it. You don't trust this person. You don't trust that they're being honest with you, that they're being sincere. Oh boy. All right, check this out. This is going to resonate with some of you for sure. I mean, because this just hit me very strong. We have the Hangman reverse energy. And when we have the Hangman reverse energy, this indicates you reflecting on something in your past, a past relationship, a past situation, and you're putting rose-colored glasses on it, on the situation. You're remembering things a lot more favorably than they should. And the thing is, if you go back to that situation, you will end up more of a victim than the victor. Okay? It's very similar to the Six of Cups reverse energy in that way. So this is you reflecting back on something. So for those of you who are really having a hard time letting go of something, and somebody new comes in, and they have a lot of fire in their belly for you, but you're like so emotionally spent. You just don't feel ready. You don't really believe what they're saying anyway, because you're not really believing anybody just because it's where you're at right now. It's just very hard for you. It's very hard right now for Cancers to trust. It just is. And that's just the way it is. It's going to pass. This too shall pass. Life will roll on. New experiences will present themselves, and things will be rebuilt. But right now, generally speaking, Cancers are having a really hard time feeling that they could trust people in a way that they feel safe. And that's why Cancers have been having, generally speaking, such a struggle during this eclipse season, because this eclipse axis has really pushed Cancer to be in positions that have challenged their ability to feel safe. And when Cancers don't feel safe, forget it. That's where they react instead of respond. It's where they do the side shuffle and hide. And it's where they just, they go into self-protection mode. It's very hard to access a Cancer once they go into self-protection mode. They like grow extra shells on top of their crabby little bodies, right? I mean, that's the truth. You know, and you're having a really hard time moving past because you're still thinking about somebody from the past, but you're reflecting in too much of a positive way. But you're not letting yourself have a new beginning with this new person. You're just not. Yeah. I mean, a new beginning is the challenge here. The Seven of Pentacles is the 4 is the world, and 3 is the Trinity, and it's really being in a it's the apprentice energy, right? And that word apprentice, what does that mean? It's like new and training. It's something new. It's learning the landscape of a new place, of a new situation, right? Whether it's a new cycle, a new relationship, a new job, anything new, right? So it's this idea of apprentice energy. And this is just you not wanting to start something new, because for many of you, emotionally, mentally, I feel like a lot of you, if you're even admitting this to yourself, you're not admitting it to people around you. I just feel like this is a very deep personal energy that you're feeling, but it's like you're just not fully ready to totally cut that cord. Even if you've let somebody go, even if it was your decision to end something, and you're just very pensive about it this whole week. The Hermit energy is a great energy to get for just taking that mental space and doing a lot of thinking about everything that's necessary. Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo. It's a Virgo energy. Yeah. Yeah. lot of you guys are going to be thinking about communication. Will communication come in? Should you communicate with somebody else? Right? Because Hermit is Virgo, and what rules Virgo is Mercury. And that's crowning you. Okay. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Oh, Cancer, somebody is just... There's still so much love here for someone, but it cannot stay the way it's been. Nope, nope, nope. So this is really going back to either it's going to be transformed or it's not. It's going to be what? It's got to end. It's either going to transform or it has to end. So for those of you, maybe some of you might even be in situations with new people where you're still reflecting on somebody from the past. You gotta cut that cord. You have to. The energy this year is not going to have it any other way. And listen, I mean, I know I'm going to get people coming after me for this, but if I can tell you how many people I deal with who have been married for many, many years and they're still madly in love with somebody from their past, and it's just the way the human condition is sometimes. That's it. Especially for Cancers. Listen, it's very hard for Cancers to let go of things. It takes a whole heck of a lot for a Cancer to really, really cut that cord. It really takes a lot. But let's get a closing energy for all of Cancers for the week, 1st into the 5th. 10 of air. Okay. 10 of air. 10 of swords. 10 of swords. One sword at a time over time. Yeah. Definitely the ending of a cycle. Definitely the ending of a cycle. For sure. And you feeling really, you knowing it. You knowing it. And you really taking some time to work on working that. You're working it out. You're working that out. And the Hangman energy, you're working it out. And I feel like these are gifts, guys, because you know, I feel like you guys are making yourselves take the time to really, really start the healing. You know full well in the deepest recess of yourself that there's something from your past that you have not let go of, and you know you need to let go of it. It's just necessary at this point. It just really is. It's holding on to it is serving no purpose of any value, you know, right now. So that is what I have for you guys. There's letting go. There is a working, an active working on letting go. Somebody really still feels for you though. But absolutely the end of a cycle. End of a cycle, end of a cycle. And because I may, I have to. Oh, Cancer. I can't leave you hanging like that, for goodness sake. I just can't do it. I can't do it. A little longer of a video than I was looking to do, but so what? I have to do what feels right to me. I need a yes, no energy, please, Spirit. Yes, no energy. I'm not honoring reversals. Is Cancer going to be reconciling, fixing the situation with this person? Yes or no? New beginning. Give me some more information, please, if you would. Any information that they need to know. Temperance. Yeah. This is you putting your foot down, Cancer. Listen, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but for those of you it's resonating with, there is an Ace of Wands energy here. This is a brand new, passionate, beautiful, fast-moving cycle forward. And Temperance is here. This is the alchemical card, establishing what you each need and really getting in touch with. This is the wheel of the wheel of the year is the same as the wheel of fortune, wheel of fate, right? And in the reverse, it's this idea of fighting fate. And this is this is you guys talking about, we have to stop this, what's going on with us. We have to stop fighting this. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to work this out. Let's just put down our swords. Let's put down our wands and just breathe and have some conversation. And we have to talk about how we feel unsupported, how we feel like we haven't been connecting in this relationship. We have to stop fighting it. We have to stop fighting it. And we have to just recognize that we are meant to have this new cycle begin for us. Wow, that's so powerful. Honestly, if for those Cancers who are resonating with this, very powerful stuff. Okay, very powerful stuff. Many of you are going to be figuring things out with this relationship. Now, I'm getting now for intimate. You can apply it however you see fit for your connection in any other area of your life. So obviously, this would also be a reconnection of a really meaningful friendship, or the reconnection of a really not such great relationship with a family member, where you guys have been in kind of a wonky space and you guys really figuring things out, and you recognizing like, we're supposed to be in each other's life. We are supposed to be in each other's life in a healthier way. Everything that we've experienced up to this point, we both needed to go through as lessons we each needed to learn. So let's talk about the lessons and let's just move things forward from here. And that's what it is. And that's what I have, Cancer. That is what I have. I will see you guys next week. Until then, bye-bye.